Hello, beautiful people. How are all of you doing today? It is Varking time. 399 base attack. 399 is quite high, huh? Crit rate, ascension stat. Top is wrong, he ascends crit. Okay, that's good. Because I was gonna say, that's kind of ass. Because I saw that his Sig is crit rate, and the Witch set is crit rate. So like, what do you do, man? But yeah, if it's crit damage, then that's fine. E. Plunging Gale's End. Varka demonstrates the true essence of Favonius swordsmanship. The skill has different effects depending on whether it is tapped or held. Okay, so the hold is like just exploration. Tap. Leaps forward and slashes, dealing AoE animo damage and entering Gale Rush mode. While in Gale Rush mode, Varka's normal attack damage is increased. Plunging attacks cannot be performed. When performing normal or charge attacks, the dual greatswords deal corresponding elemental damage based on the elemental types of party members. If a Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo character is in the party, Plunging Gale's End is replaced with the special elemental skill 4 Winds Arise. Dealing corresponding elemental damage and animo damage, Varka can also use or consume uses of 4 Winds Arise to perform the special charge attack, which does not consume stamina and deals corresponding elemental damage. Left hand greatsword always deals animo damage. Right hand greatsword deals corresponding elemental damage. But do you guys think he's right-handed or left-handed? Do we know? So I wonder which one does more damage. Anyways, Varka's special elemental skill that deals AoE corresponding elemental damage with the right hand greatsword and AoE animo damage has 2 uses, and it starts on cooldown. What I don't understand is if he can use it even if the special skill is on cooldown, why have the special skill at all, right? Because they do the same fucking damage. And if he can't use it while the special skill is on cooldown, then what's the point of this? So I'm very confused. AoE skill versus single target charge attack? Is that it? I guess it does not say AoE damage for the charge attack. That's true. So maybe you're right. Okay, we'll read the rest. I mean, we might as well look at the burst. In the name of the mightiest knight of the North Wind, Varka unleashes a powerful 2-hit slash forward, dealing AoE animo damage twice. And if you're infused, the first slash will deal corresponding elemental damage. Talents. This is where the meat and potatoes are. When there's a Fect character in the party, Varka gains 10% animo damage bonus and the corresponding elemental damage for every 1,000 attack he has, up to 25%. So this is basically just 25 damage percent. Additionally, if there are at least 2 animo characters, okay. I mean, we already knew this one, right? Yeah, if you're playing a dual element team with 2 of each, you get times 2.2. And then this. Wait, what is it that does times 2.2? Normal attack, charge attack, special charge attack, and special skill. Not burst. Okay. That's very funny. I mean, who knows? Maybe the burst is good enough that, like, you want to play, that he has a quick swap play style in, like, actual mono animo or some shit. I don't know, man. Klugi. Okay. Vanguard of the Wind banner. When nearby party members trigger Swirl, Varka gains a stack, increases his damage percent up to 4 stacks. Alright, so for now, let's assume these are talent level 1 values, and let's extrapolate talent level 10. Whatever. It's 244, 132.8. Let's just assume it's that. 1.84. Let's just have that for now. Now, we have no idea how fast his attacks are, right? And it's 1.84 times 220% as well, right? So it's basically times 4. Because the times 220% and the just, like, talent to level max together are basically just times 4. So N1, N2, N3, N4, N5. E, charge. His normal charge attack is probably not worth doing. 3 and 5. There is no way in hell he gets 3 and 5s. Because this is a 9-hit combo. It reduces his special skill cooldown by 9 seconds. And the default cooldown is 11 seconds. You might not even need to do the full N5 to get this skill. The cap is 15 times. It doesn't matter because he's only allowed to use 2. Has 2 uses. Which is so weird, by the way. Why does it only have 2 uses if he's going to be able to... I don't know. Oh, is that supposed to mean that he can store up to 2 uses? Not that he can only use 2? That makes a lot more sense, actually. Let's assume that's the case for now. Wait, so does the first one only have 1 element? I guess the first one is only absorbed or only animo. The cast is animo. We're not talking about the cast. I guess I need the E1 and then E2, C1, C2. Okay. 278. 0.4, 30, 40.5, 69.3, 87.2, 107, 131.6, 70.2 times 2, 55.7, 75.3, 37.3, 46.9, 57.6. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, this skill is looking pathetic. The skill doesn't look like it's that much better than just doing the attacks, which kind of looks a little boring. Because like the skill hits for 131, which is like 2 attacks, right? But I guess that means there's gonna be combo optimization. Like kit design wise, it's a little bit boring, but gameplay wise, it'll probably make it more fun. E 70.8 and 37.8 times 2, and all of these get multiplied by 4. So these would be what he's actually hitting for. So this would be absorbed. This would be Animo. Let's just say pyro for now, because that's probably the main thing you're gonna be doing. The normal charge attack, I think it'll be Animo, because the string starts loaded into the second type damage, and then it becomes loaded into the first type damage eventually. Kind of like that. I'm pretty sure the bigger number is always absorbed. It might be. Maybe that's just how it is. How long is it gonna... So, okay. He has a duration of 12 seconds. There's probably never a world where he does 4. So it's probably 3 or 2. My expectation would be 3 by default. 16 seconds? No, it's 12. 60 seconds is the cooldown. The duration is 12. Maybe 4 with attack speed from Sig. I don't know. I kind of expect that to be difficult, right? Because that means you need to do the full N5 plus skill usage in less than 3 seconds. An N5 animation on a Claymore character, I feel like there's no way it's going to take less than 3 seconds to do that plus the skill. Maybe there's a world where with external attack speed you can do it. But I also don't think 2 by default is reasonable either, because that's 6 seconds. There's no way it takes 6 seconds. My expectation is, because like, okay, when you look at how it works, right, there are 9 hits here. So he will reduce his cooldown with an N5 by 9 seconds, and the cooldown is 11 seconds. But it's definitely taking him more than 2 seconds to do it. So if he does the full N5 and it takes a little bit over 3 seconds, let's say it takes 4 seconds to do the full N5. When he's done with the N5, his skill, it won't be on like the full 11-second cooldown for the next one. It'll be on a 9-second cooldown. And then if he takes 4 seconds to do another N5, after the next skill, it'll be on a 7-second cooldown. And then if you do it again, after the next skill, it'll be on a 5-second cooldown. Are you going to be able to get the next N3 after that? I don't know. Because like, let's map it out. Or at time like 0.5, he gets the first hit. And that it takes him 4 seconds to do the full N5. So that gets like the second hit, maybe at 1.5, then 2.5, then 3, then 4. Something like that. 12 seconds of E duration plus 15-second reduction and kill 27 and he only used 2. Oh, right. There's a cap for it, isn't there? I forgot about that. Wait, that's true. Wait, that's so dumb. What the fuck? Right, because let's say you proc the 15. Right, it starts on full cooldown. In 12 seconds of duration plus the 15 hits. Yeah, that's 27 seconds of reduction. So after 11 seconds, he gets an extra one. And after another 11 seconds, he gets another one. And that's it, right? So he can only get 2. That's kind of cringe. What about with cooldown reduction? He needs a total of 20% cooldown reduction in order to get 3 E's. And Animo Resonance plus Chongyun is 20% cooldown reduction. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Maybe his hit lag extends his kill duration enough that you get 3 just by default. That's true. I guess we can't know if he's gonna get 2 or 3. Okay, you want to know what the actual real talk here? It doesn't fucking matter if he gets 2 or 3 because the skill barely does more damage than just the normal attacks do. Like the skill is 500, but like 2 normal attacks is more than that. So it doesn't fucking matter, man. Like it is worth using. It's like a good skill, but it's not like Flynn's. It's not like Kinich, right? The skill is only one of the many sources of damage. He doesn't necessarily need 2 witches. Yeah, that's actually true because the skill is not that good. I'll be honest though, Varka looks like a character where he'll actually have combo combo optimization. Anyways, how many fucking attacks are we supposed to assume? I have no idea, man. Let's just say 3 N5s with 2 extra skills. But yeah, so we don't actually know yet how exactly the elements work here. Because I think it's reasonable to assume either way. Either 1, all the first numbers are one element and the second numbers are another. Or 2, all the big numbers are one element and all the small numbers are another. I think both are actually reasonable. But if it's all first one element, second the other element, his damage distribution is basically 50-50. And now let's look at some very quick. From the way that his kit looks, I'm like 99% sure that you don't snapshot Venti. I think you'd rather just spend more field time on Varka. Base attack, 399. Let's give him Serpent Spine. Attack percent. He doesn't have any attack percent in his kit, right? He has 30 damage percent from his Ascension 4 passive and another 25 damage percent from his Ascension 1 passive. So he has 55 damage percent. Wasn't I assuming 40 damage percent as like the only self buff in his kit? Is it just me or was I like insanely like, oh my god, okay. Yeah, I was cooking. Anyways, so attack, Sands, probably Goblet. The Witch set is 43. Substats about 20. Pyro Resonance 25. Noblesse 20. Oh, actually, you probably do Snapshot Venti just because you probably want to go VV. And VV has less uptime than Bennett. Okay, yeah, that's probably what you do. Flat attack, 350. And Bennett, that's a fuck ton of attack. It tends to be the case when you have Bennett on the team. He has 50 from Bennett, Serpent Spine. And then you have Bennett. And then for Animo damage, you don't have Bennett. Crit value, crit ascension, main stat, substats. The Witch set is 40. We have Serpent Spine. Absorbed damage has VV. Non-absorbed damage does not. I forgot Durin Shred. Yeah, that's why. Okay, that makes so much sense. I was like, that feels low. I feel like I got higher when I calced it. And I feel like the motion value is higher, so like that doesn't make any sense. You're right, I forgot fucking Durin Shred. That makes a lot more sense. So he's about as strong, if not slightly stronger, most likely, than like the than like what I was assuming. But like he's around there basically with these very early assumptions that we're doing before we actually get to see any of the combos. We'll take a look at that more when we actually get to see the combos later.